Hello.
Hello.
Sharing it out. Hey, everybody. This is Spectral Sailor. This is Rosie, and Jason's with me. And we have our nomadic friends, Richel and Brian, on the road. How are y'all?
Going.
They got stuck in some traffic, and that crap happens. So, sometimes you just got to go on if you can, and if you can't, you can't. So, hey,
we're trying to go.
Go ahead.
We're going to be turning here in a minute, which would mean that we'll probably not be in the sun so much.
We're trying to go with the flow, and we didn't want to let you guys down after we told you we'd be on it. So we're like, we can make this work, but the sun is not cooperating right now.
But we should be turning here shortly.
Short. Am I going to drop the phone again?
I'm hanging on to it right now.
Thank you, whoever said that Facebook user. This is Facebook user.
It says Facebook. I can't see any comments or anything, so you'll just have to let us know.
All right. Anyone that's going to have questions, if y'all will let me know, I'll highlight your questions so that they can see them, and Richel will read them to Brian.
Richel will attempt to read them. I can read.
She will attempt to read them to Brian.
I know you can read.
This one says, "Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Penny. Good evening.
Good evening."
There we go. What's up, paranormal peeps? Hi. How's it going?
Yeah.
How's it going?
This is Facebook.
We're about to get out of the sun.
Yay.
Get out of the sun.
So, where are you guys headed? Where are you guys headed back home from? Are you allowed to say?
No.
No.
We've been out. No.
We've been on an adventure.
Yep.
Well, that's good enough for
been
me.
on an adventure.
Okay, good.
I've been creeping y'all's pages.
Where?
I can figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. We'll
Creeping.
put little clues on there.
Creeping your creepy stuff. Yeah. What's up? Where y'all going?
Can't see unless I have them on.
We're going home now, which is nice. We're tired.
Oh my God, I don't know who this is. This is Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Why does it say Facebook user? Oh, it's Sydney. I thought it was.
Oh, it's Sydney.
Oh, I thought it was. If you don't know, now you know it's Sydney.
There you go. That's kind of odd.
Hi, Sydney.
And James.
Hi, James.
Huh.
Hello from Wales.
Hello from Wales. Hello.
Wales, all right.
How's it going?
That's awesome. I love Wales.
Hello.
So,
I want to go to Wales.
I do too.
I want to go to
Wales.
Wales. We should go to Wales.
Will you invite us to Wales?
Yes. Can we come to Wales?
Can y'all tell us about your Waverly trip recently?
Yes.
Sure.
We can.
What happened this time you guys went? Anything exciting or different or unusual?
So every time our team captured a really cool EVP up on the 5th floor. There were only girls up there at the time, and it's a male voice, so that was very interesting.
It also has an accent. So.
And it has an accent. And we're kind of debating on what it says. What do you think it says?
I think it says she left my mom.
And I think it says she left my room. And I feel like they're talking about a nurse. But you can go to Riverbend Paranormal page and you can listen to the clip and you can chime in and tell us what you think it says, because right now we're debating. We don't know. So that happened. What kind of accent? Go ahead and do the accent.
I think it was an English accent, to be honest with you.
Go ahead.
You want to do it?
Hey, you want to try it? You want to try it?
Oh, I'm not doing my English
accent,
accent right now.
Oh, that's Australian. I was doing Australian.
I think that it was English. It could have been just somebody having a bad cough or something. not that English people have bad coughs. Jesus Christ.
Put that over that way.
Better?
Yes.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ said, "Let there be light," didn't he? In your face.
You did.
Yes.
Okay, so let me explain. Can I explain a
George
little bit about
says,
this
"Slow
Waverly
down,
trip?
Mister."
Yeah.
Are we going to tell about the Waverly trip?
I'll say it.
We can talk about it.
Yeah, so Rochelle and I, we do a little bit of what we call, you smell that?
Yes, I do smell
What
that.
is that?
I thought you shit
I
yourself.
did not. That's sewage
I thought you were
smell.
gonna say that's what you do.
That is.
Okay, I know, but wow, that's a tough one.
That's not the thing that you do there, right? Though.
Well, we don't do that there.
Okay.
We fight. We kind of play fight. We kind of slap box.
Like play fist fight type thing. We have done it since we started being friends. We always do it. It kind of like gets you jazzed up for stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
He always starts it.
Cardio.
He always is like, "Hey," like puts his fists up and is like, "Let's
Yeah,
fight."
I started.
And I told him, I said, "You don't want to do this." And he said, "Yeah, I do. Come on." I was like, "All right." So I pretended to spit in my hands. I was like, "Let's go." And he's like, "Do not kick me." But every single time I always try to kick him because he's a big guy and he could kick my ass. So I've got to use all of my abilities to try to fend him off. So I always try to kick him in the shin. And so I went to go kick him and he went down to block it. I punched him in his stomach and then was like on his face. And he stumbled back and found the only piece of concrete and then tripped over it and fell in a ditch and hurt his hand that he already has to have surgery on.
Oh my gosh. To break his fall? Oh my gosh.
Well, I
Does
tried
that
to
get
break
your
my fall.
ghost
I didn't,
riled
but
up too, though? Like, doesn't.
the bad thing is, this was in front of about 30 people, and they saw Rochelle kick my butt and laughed, and
Yeah.
it was a good night.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
There you have it.
I felt real bad. I didn't think he was hurt at first, and I walked over, and I have the picture. Someone took a picture of me standing over him. And I was about to say, you mess with the bull, you get the horns, and then I realized he was actually hurt, so I probably shouldn't joke around. I thought it was going to end our friendship, really, because, well, he didn't talk to me for like 30 minutes. I will say after this though, I helped him out of the ditch and he looked at me. I've never been scared of him before in my life. He looked at me and said, "You better run." And I did. I was actually scared. I was like, I done messed up this time. He's really I don't want him getting a hold of me.
Are you a Taurus?
No,
funny.
I'm not.
No, him. Like he said, you better run. Like, well, either one of y'all, because the bullhorns. Really stubborn too. I would too, man. I would too. Really cool. But I bet it was a funny show for the nurses and stuff too, like the female spirits that are all there. That would probably been funny. Did it get like? Did it ever get activity spiked up?
It seemed like everybody was very happy with it. The activity in Waverly for us, when we go to a place like Waverly, it's hard for us to investigate it now as far as like, how do you say it?
It's such a big location that when you go to see it, you're in awe of it. Yeah. He's investigated it 9 times. Yeah. And I've been a few times myself. So now when we go, we go with our team and we like to see them.
Yeah, we like to see our team investigate.
Like see it for the first time, and because everyone should go to Waverly at least once, so you can experience it, because it's a really fun location and it takes your breath away just walking into it. It's a lot bigger than you think it is.
And the outside of it, everything.
Yeah,
it's an awesome place. I love it. I tried to buy it.
And
I did on Ghost Hunters.
he tries to buy every location
Did
we
you
go.
not
He's like,
bid
how
enough
much?
or what?
And he's like,
I bet
Did
if
I
you get
what?
the right place I said, did you not bid enough, or they didn't want to let it go? They didn't want to sell it.
I don't think we even actually got to the bidding portion. I think it was more like, shut up.
yeah. I don't think they weren't selling.
Not selling.
Yeah. The most of
Yeah.
the places are like, we're not selling, so they're kind of, I don't know.
You haven't found the
We'll
right
get there
place.
soon.
Then. You'll
Huh?
find the right place. I said you haven't found the right place. Then you'll find the right place. 'Cause
Right?
it seems like everybody has bought a place. Like they've just, I guess after a while they've found that right place, and they just like must have said the right numbers, or they just got the right people.
Yeah, we're looking. We're interested. So, anybody's got a haunted location they don't want anymore, shoot us a message.
That's
Give
not
you
falling
$1.
apart. $1.
Yeah, we were at
He's handy.
Waverly.
My
We were at
husband's handy.
Waverly. What was it, a couple months ago? We were there, I guess now.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's kind of like you're kind of in awe of it when you first arrive, because it's so massive. And you see it on TV a lot, but it really kind of doesn't do it justice until you're there in person. So, we had
It's a big location.
you're right. It's like it's huge. There's some parts we didn't even get to go to because we were so involved in investigating certain areas that we were getting a lot of activity at. So we didn't really spend a lot of time in other places. So next time we go back, we kind of have more of a game plan, what we want to do. But we seem to get a lot of activity on the second floor in the nurses station and Lois's room, and that was
Lois
really
and
our
Audrey's room.
Yeah.
That's my favorite room, Lois and Audrey's room. I don't know why, I just have a fixation with it. There's a bunch of comments. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm getting caught up. We didn't
Oh,
actually
you're
even
fine.
get
See
to
what they
go
say.
Hey, Wes.
on the tour. Yeah, there's a lot of comments. I'm going to go through some of them. Anyone
All right,
know?
let's hear what they got. I can't read them.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Someone asked again.
Home.
We're going home.
Everyone wants to know where y'all are
They
going.
want to know where we've been.
You
That's
gotta.
what it is.
We're
Yeah.
like, we don't care if you're going home. We want to know where you've been.
We are going.
Well, they might have
home,
thought you're going somewhere
and we have
exciting. You know what I
just
mean?
been on a little.
And then you say home, and they're like, "Well, darn."
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they're coming back from a place, guys.
We're coming back from just a nice little adventure we've been on.
Yeah.
Tracy Evans says you're more than welcome to come for a holiday.
Come for a holiday.
I think
To
she's the Wales
Wales?
lady.
Yes,
Say yes.
Tracy.
We just
I
got
like
invited to Wales.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
up.
call them. Tell them your haunted locations, and they can have some new investigation places.
We're going to go Ireland too, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna go to Ireland
Oh.
too. So let's do it.
Ireland, Scotland, Wales.
Yeah.
Good morning from
Just
Australia.
Australia.
Just,
Well, hello. It says good morning.
oh, good morning.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Good morning there. Hey everyone.
So,
Sorry,
Hey,
I got like
everyone.
I've got a ton of comments that got backed up. There's a small village called Pembroke in Wales, UK. Hey. Write
All
that
right.
down.
I'm ready.
Make a
Bro.
mental note. Yes.
Nice.
Hello, all. Y'all.
Y'all.
I agree. Waverly Hills is an amazing location.
I have to put this one on there because I'm wearing a wig, so
Well, it is awesome. I like it a lot.
thank you. I have a wig collection because I'm still like in the military in the reserves, and I can't do this to my hair because I'll get in trouble. So the only way I can have cool hair is if I wear wigs. So it stinks.
Listen, I understand. And I mean, I dye my hair all different colors. I don't
I wish I
understand
did.
because I'm not in the military, but I get you wanting to have fun colored hair. I'm in the middle of a transition right now, so I'm blonde.
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, Sydney.
Sydney?
Oh wait,
Nice.
Nice.
Or is that? What?
someone
What
says
location are you driving to? Please answer. We're driving home. We
I think
promise.
they're calling you a
Going to
liar.
house.
Yes.
They think you're lying.
We're driving home.
Asking.
I know.
I swear to you, we were absolutely going home.
Yes,
When
definitely
you
going
get there,
home.
take a photo of the mat underneath your feet that says "Welcome Home" proof.
That's funny.
Okay, I'll give you a picture of the sign.
Yeah, we'll give you a picture of the sun when we drive by it.
There's another one. I told you
is there a
that
place you
you're
want us
making
to
it up.
go?
I think you're lying. It says, "Are y'all investigating tonight?"
No one believes us. No, we were investigating.
And they're on the way
We're
home.
on an adventure.
Yeah, we were investigating. We always are investigating.
Yeah, we're always
adventurous.
investigating and going out and doing new adventures and things. Whether it's on a television show or something else, we still do it. Like, we still go try to help people and investigate with our team and do whatever we can. It's just not always at, like, these major locations or things like that. We go out and
I
have
have a
fun.
question. I have a really weird
Yeah.
question for y'all. I haven't heard anybody ever ask y'all this, and y'all probably have, but have y'all ever done residentials?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do
Started
residentials
out
a
with
lot.
those.
Yeah?
I started out with them.
Yeah? Well, I figured you probably did, but I hadn't seen y'all do one, so I thought I'd ask. That'd be cool to know.
Well, typically, our residentials are extremely confidential
Yeah.
for the client that we're helping out.
Mhm.
A lot of times when people are having stuff going on, they don't want everyone to know that they have stuff going on. So we make sure that we don't discuss it. Yeah, we don't really put stuff out there if it has to do with a person we're trying to help out. We'll put out evidence or of like the locations that you can go to investigate. But when it comes to a client, we don't put that stuff out.
Also, there was some residential cases on the first season of A&E's Ghost Hunters.
Uh-huh.
And I think maybe the second
Maybe I need to
season there was
revisit that.
two. Second season.
What's sad is I've seen
campground.
that,
Yeah.
and my brain doesn't remember that for some reason. I'm just gonna say
Neither
mom
does
brain.
ours. Neither ours is tough too.
I get that. Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna say mom brain because
Are we
literally.
investigating tonight?
What's the question? Are we investigating tonight? No. What's the next one say?
Yeah,
What's
that's
that say?
funny.
It says, yes, private homes don't disclose the location, but do you do lives while there? Typically, we don't do lives while we're there either. Because when we go in, we don't have them like put up any pictures that are out or anything. And we don't want to be liable or have to worry about we're doing a live and we come across someone's family portrait and now everyone
Yeah.
knows.
It's their
Yeah.
home.
It's their house.
They're private. It's private.
No, I actually tried to tell someone that one night because I was doing a live show, and they were at a location and they were like focusing on the photos there, and I was like, "Don't show the photos of the people that live there. That's private. They might not want people to know."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
It's it may be an accident.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong if you do. We just don't.
I
Yeah,
personally don't think I don't think Rochelle and I do enough lives anyways.
No.
I agree.
I have the hardest time with social media, guys. It's not even funny. I have a hard time posting stuff. I
Yeah.
have a hard time getting on doing lives. I don't do lives because I'm afraid no one will watch it. I'll get real sad.
Well, you can't.
What's
You
that?
can't beat up Brian if you're going live. You know what I mean? Because you have your phone in your hand, and you can't beat Brian it with both your hands either. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not real great with social media. When we do go live, it's always Brian who goes live, and I just pop
Yeah.
in and I'm like, hey, yeah. But we've talked about doing possibly more.
Yeah, try to go live a little bit more. Try to, I don't know. We have a YouTube page that we really don't do anything with. We need to like.
Yeah, I've seen it. There's a
Do
couple
something.
things on there. It's like 5 or 6 or 7
Yeah.
things on there.
We
Yeah.
get busy with stuff,
Yeah.
and then I don't want to say forget, but like it's like, oh, we'll get to that. Like
Yeah.
it's in the back of our minds, we need to do it, but it's like something comes up that keeps pushing it back a little bit more and a little bit more. So
We did have an adventure team, Richel team meeting today.
yeah, we did have
We had a meeting today between the two of us.
it was very official in the car.
Super official.
There was a little gavel and everything. Here,
Yeah.
here. We read the minutes.
Yeah. Meetings adjourned.
Yeah,
We did it all.
we went over.
We need more places in Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do. Texas is huge, and there's a lot of haunted places there. Actually, there's quite a few people in this group right here in the
We'll be
comments.
there in
are from
August.
Texas. Yeah. Sydney is from Texas. Adam is from Texas in the comment. Ricky said, hey, Brichelle.
hey, Ricky.
Hey.
Yeah, we'll be in Texas in August for the Texas Paracon.
Awesome. If a private home did not mind as long as you did not disclose the location, would you do a live there? I love watching paranormal investigations that are live.
I think would possibly be case by case. Typically, we don't do the lives at private residence, case by case. And if someone was like, if someone flat out said you're more than welcome to do like a live investigation, then we would be like, okay.
Yeah, or just case by case.
Did someone just say I've never seen you live even once?
Yeah, we're just talking about that too. They're calling you out. They're calling you out.
I'm gonna do it just for you, Mary. Don't you worry. I will be live.
It'll be the only person that can watch it will be Mary.
I'll be like, Mary, you better get on there and talk to me now. Okay.
Let's look up her last name so you can make sure you get the right. Mary Ann Brazeau. Brazeau.
Okay.
There you go.
And Adam says, Texas, I'm here. Come see me.
Texas,
we can do it.
Yeah.
Josh says,
hey, Josh.
He'll be on here next week. Where is that going on at the Texas Paracon? I don't know either.
Yeah, it's in Dallas.
I was going to say it's in Dallas. I would just like assume
it's in Dallas.
Like the biggest place. I'm from Pembroke, Ontario, Canada. Hate it at the moment. Cannot go anywhere under state of emergency. They're under state of emergency till January 22nd, she said.
Yeah, still in lockdown.
Jeez.
That's a long time from now.
Yeah,
that's like
good luck.
Lots of online Christmas shopping.
Yeah. That's cool.
Josh says, stay safe, guys.
That's like...
We will.
We've got a
Jeremy says Dallas. Thank you, Jeremy.
Who is it?
Jeremy York.
Jeremy said it's in Dallas.
Guys.
And Adam wanted to know when it is.
August 13th and 14th.
Mary again. Sorry, I thought you did live paranormal investigations. You don't, or you do? I'm lost. Please understand, it's my first time on here. Oh,
you're fine. You're fine, Mary. So we do live investigations. We'll go live from locations sometimes. We don't go live from private residence.
Yeah.
And like just going on Facebook Live in general, just me, I don't do it ever. But I'm going to do it.
I totally understand that though, because there's a lot of people that don't do it. Like when you have a team, one person usually does it and the rest of the people don't know how to do it, or they just don't. What are you saying, Brian?
Oh, just generally, if we're going to do a live, we will do it together anyways.
Yeah.
Like, it won't be just one of us.
Yeah.
We'll be together to do it.
Yeah. So if y'all had to sum it up, what would you think would be your favorite location y'all been to so far?
Ooh-wee. It's a tough question because I've loved a lot of them.
We'll be there.
I think we could say it now.
You think we can say it?
I think
The place
we
you
can say
somewhere
I
you
think
went
we
recently?
can say it now. Our favorite location.
that.
Ah!
I think
Sorry, you guys are cutting out, I think.
Uh-oh.
Of course, they're going to
Yes,
give this big reveal, and then
you
it's
don't
going to
want to
cut out.
miss this. Rosie and Jason are going. We don't have service.
Okay. You
I'll
guys
see you
we're
now.
back.
Are we back?
Yeah, you guys
I was going to
Okay.
wait a minute and
Sorry,
see if it
guys.
fixed or not. I feel like y'all were
Okay.
fixing to give like this big climactic like answer, and then it was like the spirits were like, no.
You know, it's interesting you say that.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Okay, the favorite location that we've been to would probably be, say it.
The Conjuring House.
Yeah. Probably the
Yeah.
Conjuring House. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The feeling, the vibe, like the experience are all over everything. Like,
I love the owners, Corey and Jen.
Yes.
I love the area where it's at in Rhode Island. I love the feeling of it. I love it's intense. It's amazing, and there are a lot of questions there. And
yeah.
it's a location like no other, I don't think.
Yeah.
Is it?
All the locations agree.
I'm gonna so we're saying the Conjuring House. Yeah, it's definitely a place if you can go investigate, you should. But like
You hear
Brian
that,
said,
Jason?
we love all the locations we go to, but for different reasons. Just like my children, I love them all the same, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
When you say all, it's like you have 12.
I know, I only got 2.
Like my
She says all
wigs.
of-
I like wear my wigs for different reasons now.
Yes, exactly. Like every location you go to, you learn something new, you experiencing something new. You're growing. The more places you investigate, the more you experience, the more you know. Like the more you get to learn. And but yeah, so
also some of the places are these places that you go to. It's not only the location or the activity; it's the people that you're going with.
yes,
In the case where we went with our great friends Kendall and Vera, and
yeah, and we just
us too. That's amazing.
I agree. I feel like the owners is a big deal too, though. The owners, the people that own it, how much they like, how they like think of it and like keep it up, and how precious it is to them. What they love, they put into it.
Absolutely incredible. When we walked in to the house on our investigation, it was like we have known them for years.
Yeah.
We actually met them on a podcast.
Corey and Jen are great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we
So highly recommended.
Very
highly
much so.
recommended. Yes.
Good. Awesome. Because I really been wanting to go there for a long time, but then I saw that it had new owners and stuff, and I was like, "What?" And it's open for investigations and everything. And I was like, "Wow!" Because there were some people about 4 nights ago. I want to say there was some ladies that were there that were recording live. They were going live and they were doing an investigation there, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
It's it's awesome.
Yes.
Now you guys were there for like 2 weeks, right?
You were there for a while. A hot minute?
We were there
for a while.
Yeah, we were there for a while. Well, we have Sleepless Unrest.
Yes.
Watch that.
And we'll see.
And you'll get to see what we experienced, and we're pretty excited about it, and we don't want to tell too much. But yeah,
you can go to the Sleepless Unrest website or any of its social media.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier today. I found it.
Follow that stuff. Follow those sites, and you're going to get updates constantly because there's a lot more updates coming real soon.
We're getting ready to start pre-orders, so we want people to go ahead and do that for us. We're going to be in selected theaters with it, which is super awesome. We'll be on 28 platforms with
I
it.
saw that. A lot of platforms.
Yeah, you'll be able to get it at the Walmarts, the Best Buys, things like that.
Yeah, so we're excited about it, and we can't wait for you guys to watch it, and hopefully, you know, you like it as much as we enjoyed the experience. It's hard to talk about it, like,
Yeah, we know you can't say very
know?
much about it because you're
Yes.
probably not supposed to like give away everything. But
We're
Yeah.
not going to give away anything.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
That's what's so good about it.
watch it, and I feel like after you watch it, you'll want to go. You'll
I want to
plan
go
a trip.
anyways. Yeah.
Hey, after you watch it, call
You
us
want to go
back,
more?
and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after it comes
After it comes out, and you
we'll
check it
do
out,
this again, and then we can talk about it.
and we'll answer it, and we'll get all down in it.
Yeah.
Did you guys say y'all are going to be physically, like, are y'all going to be in some of the theaters they're showing it at?
Yes.
Really? And if you do the pre-order thingy, then it'll say which ones y'all are going to be at.
We don't know that.
We don't know that yet. Okay.
No,
Don't
we
know that yet.
know that yet.
'Cause I was just going to ask, like, if y'all knew a state, like one of the states or cities that y'all were going to be in. Like, I like to plan stuff ahead of time.
Keep track of the Sleepless Unrest social media
Okay.
and our social media, and you will know shortly.
Yeah, because
Okay.
updates are going to be coming probably pretty much daily.
Yes.
All right.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. I hate when we have to do this.
That's okay.
Like we just want to tell everything, and we can't. We have to shut it down, and
We
we're
actually had
excited,
some
and-
people on here last week, and we had to go off the live for them to tell us some stuff that they couldn't tell everybody that had been recorded, and some people that you guys know had actually been recording in their home for a show for a thing. But they couldn't say it, so that's all I'm going to say. But anyways,
People that we know,
people
Yeah.
we know.
Yep.
good for them.
I'll tell you after the show the people that you know. But I don't want to say it live.
We might know, and we might just be blanking.
You probably do. Yeah.
I mean, how much do we know?
Yeah. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are we? Now we're asking you difficult questions.
Now we're putting you
They
on.
know Grant really well.
Okay.
They've worked with him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Did they also work with us or no?
Well, not really.
Okay.
So
Maybe.
I mean, actually, we don't really know that. You know what I'm saying? They could have.
Okay. Very intrigued.
Yeah.
They could have worked with you. I don't know. I didn't see them work with you, but I would assume that you would actually, in this small world that we live in, bump into those people and work with them at some point, since they knew him and they knew Mustafa and they knew those people in that, that world. I'd imagine that you guys have probably worked with them somewhere.
Sure.
Okay. I feel like I know who you're talking about. I feel like I know.
Okay. It's in ESP then. Don't say it out loud.
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Conjuring house, do you think it'd be it's cool to investigate there? If you only had like 2 days, you'd probably still capture a couple of things, Think it's
You know
that
what?
kind of
I think that investigations, there are no time limits on them. I feel like if you can go in there and get an experience in 5 minutes, or you can go in there and get an experience or no experiences and be in there in a month, maybe. It's all about the entity themselves. If you have 2 days to investigate the location, I guarantee you've spent most of your investigations like a night or like 1 day. I think 2 nights is a good.
This person's mad at you.
I think that's a good investigation.
Yes, I see.
That person's from Texas, and I almost ran him off the road, and he's pissed at me.
Yeah.
I bet he is if he's from Texas and you almost ran him off the road.
Also, separate note, on July 8th through the 10th, we will be in Minnesota at the Minnesota Para-Unity Convention.
Okay, that was what someone had popped up on there.
Yes,
That's what
they
I
said,
said
don't
that.
forget. And I was like, we did not forget.
I wish I could read.
Minnesota
I mean, I
Para-Unity,
can't
it's like a festival thing or something, or a convention?
It's a convention, Paracon? Minnesota.
It's a Para-Unity convention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What does this one say?
What does it say?
This is a
says,
beautiful tombstone. I love the information and the attitude.
Well, thank you.
You're like brother and sister, huh?
Oh, me and him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, when we went to Waverly and we came back, people were like, "Are you and Jason together?" And I was like, "Bah!" I'm just kidding. I was like, "No." And they're like, "We have such good chemistry," and I was like, "That doesn't mean anything. I have chemistry with ghosts, and they're not with me."
We get that a lot. We don't get it as much anymore, which is good. I think that people are starting to get to know us and realize that we're best friends and that we're stupid. But like, I don't know.
Why are we stupid?
I looked at your face and it was the first word that popped up.
What did she say? Sorry, I was reading like a paragraph of a comment.
She said she looked at my face and the first word that popped in her head was stupid.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I've been being mean to him all day today.
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
Out. Straight up out.
Sleepless
Okay, well.
Unrest was the one I was asking about. My friend that owns and runs Penn Paranormal, Mary Jo Chudley, shared the trailer with me. Looks awesome, you guys.
Well, thank you so
you.
much.
We appreciate that. Thank you, Mary Jo, for sharing the trailer. Thank you, Mary, for thinking it looks awesome. We really appreciate it.
And thank you, Kendall and Vera, for making the trailer and rocking out with us.
Kendall and Vera for,
Everything.
kicking
They're
ass.
asking me that question. That's a no. It's not Nick Groff.
No, it wasn't Nick.
No. I think he's like hidden underground right now. I don't know anything about him really. Burpees and push-ups.
So what would you
and
think?
push-ups.
What you guys?
sorry.
What would you say is the best thing about what you guys do, as far as like helping people or just get to go to these places to investigate? What do you think?
I didn't hear the question.
What's the best part about what we do? Helping people, getting to go to places. I mean,
Okay, you pretty much summed it up for me. I'm getting to help people out, which I enjoy doing. That's why I started it. Okay, I get to go to amazing locations with my best friend. It doesn't get any better than that. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helping people out, going to cool locations and investigating with like totally my passion with my best friend.
I think that just in general, the experience, because every location I go to, there's something different that's my favorite part or the best part about it. Like I take away my little takeaways from each investigation. When we go to these private residents, it's helping the client and, making them feel comfortable, validating what they've experienced, or debunking what's scaring them. You're helping someone, and that always feels good. And I like to help people. I like to make people feel comfortable and safe, because I know how it feels when you have a paranormal experience and someone doesn't believe you, and then you think you're going nuts. But then when it's just like these big locations that we go to, the experience, that you like having an experience, and then, going through the process to try to debunk it. It's almost like you're Sherlock Holmes and you're trying to solve a mystery or a case. And that's always fun as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that analogy. Sherlock Holmes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think those are both great answers. Well, I think we probably feel the same way when we go places and do investigations. But
Mhm.
When
Yeah.
we met you guys, we kind of knew that's the way you would be.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys were super cool when we were in Texas, the Haunted Hill House.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I looked at my shirt the other day and
Uh-huh.
was like, I need to put this thing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that actually the other day. Randomly, it popped in my head.
Yeah. Gary wants to know where Kendall and Vera are. Yeah. I want to know where they are too.
Yeah, where are you guys?
We were talking to them earlier and they said that they were going to hop on here. And Kendall, Vera, are you here?
In Vera!
What's going on? Where you at? Yeah, I want to know exactly where they are. Like, exactly.
Do you know John?
Oh, hey, John
John.
Huntington.
What's up, John?
How's it going?
That's funny.
Magic.
Oh, Gary was trying to get them conjured up into the group chat here. That's why he was saying, where are they at? He was trying to get them to come in, I guess. Maybe he's like trying to summoning their presence. Yeah.
I get that. Man.
Hey, Nick, I'm a ghost hunter and you can talk about food to anybody.
I love food. We stopped twice on the way home. We stopped at Pizza Hut, which I was really excited about because where we lived, all the Pizza Hut shut down. And then we also stopped and got fried chicken. So we've just been eating all day long, eating and driving.
What kind of fried chicken?
We went to KFC.
Did you?
But it's good. Yeah.
I like KFC.
Yeah, I was going to ask you all that too. Like, it's just a question we usually ask people, just because.
What kind of foods do you like when you go on investigations or like when you leave? Right.
Car food. I always get something sweet like chocolate, beef jerky, and chips. Or like my car food. Like I like Funyuns and chocolate together. I love Doritos.
If you look at my physique, you know I only eat salad.
And celery, right?
Both of those. Yeah, and I ate a whole house once. Listen,
made out of salad?
It wasn't. It was made out of fucking wood. Sorry.
It was made out of wood.
It was Hansel Gretel house.
Maybe if you ate more salad, you would kick her butt instead of her kicking yours. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Eat your Wheaties and your broccoli, okay? No.
That's all I eat is green stuff. No, I throw in whatever I can find at the gas station. I go down the chip aisle and I take one of each.
He does not. He likes Milky Ways. Today he had some Rolos. He likes Doritos as well.
Water.
We drink a lot of stuff. Like we drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of beverages and then I have to pee the whole entire road trip. That might be why it's taken us also so long. Yeah, but on investigations, I like the Muddy Buddies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Chex stuff. Like the Chex squares with the flavor, like the sweet stuff on them. Yeah, those are good.
I like that.
That's disgusting.
It's not disgusting because you say it's disgusting and then every time I open it, you want some. You said, give me some.
What did y'all have a fight about on the plane that one time? That he told you to bring him back something and you brought him back the wrong thing on the plane. What was it? Cookies? And it was
I
wanted a brownie.
He wanted a brownie. And they didn't have brownies.
No, I wanted a chocolate chip cookie. He brought me a brownie.
Oh, yeah. He wanted a chocolate chip cookie. And the only cookies they had was an oatmeal raisin one. I knew he didn't want that. And then, like, some weird one that I knew he wouldn't eat. So I brought him back a brownie because I've seen him eat brownies. He liked them at my house. So I was like, oh, I don't want to bring him back nothing. I'll bring him back this. And this ungrateful little shit over here was like, you brought me this brownie? I wanted a cookie. You didn't get me anything to drink? I'm eating concrete. Ugh.
Oh, my gosh. That's funny. I'm eating concrete.
It was delicious, though.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to drink my water. I was like, I'm not giving you a drink of mine if you have that all in your mouth, just pasted to the side.
Oh, yeah.
I know how to drink out of a cup of water or a bottle. Watch. Don't fucking do nothing.
While he's driving, he's going to be talking on an interview and drinking. Are you bathing your beard? Showering your
No.
beard?
No, this beard is like, well, it ain't great.
We enjoy your little pop-ups when you go live like that. Sometimes more than you would during an investigation, just because they're funny. You guys always have something hilarious to say, and it's pretty entertaining.
Well, stay tuned for more of that. That was part of our meeting today, is talking about just doing little stuff like that.
Showing more of our weirdness for all of you to, hopefully enjoy.
I'm going to be honest with you. What you see right now is what you would see on any television show or any film. We are the execs. We do not change who we are for anybody. And that's not always great.
Well, you guys came to an event with us, and you've seen how ridiculous we are.
And
hopefully people think we're fun.
I hope.
That's where you guys start doing the hearts, and you really, a lot of comments.
Everybody needs, everybody's love.
We're like,
give them more hearts. There's only 6 on here.
There's only 6?
They want you to sacrifice your hearts. Come on.
6 people like us. Okay. We'll take it.
No, love. 6 people love. Now the like ones.
6 people love.
Now there's another one. And
yes.
Give them some more. Adam asked if you guys are only into ghosts or if you like monsters and aliens.
We like it all. We're into monsters and aliens.
Yeah.
I know Brian's into aliens because I see him post alien stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Paranormal is such a wide range of different things, and we don't know. We don't even know what is all out there. I think that, yes, we're in all of it.
There you go.
Yes.
There's your friend.
Vera!
One more time.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Let's do I love you.
1, 2, 3.
We love you! Come on, do something back.
There's Kelly, our friend. Kelly! It's his Facebook.
Hey, Kelly!
Hi, Kelly.
That's one of our buddies that goes on investigations with us sometimes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're totally the same way as what you were saying, Brian, is like we don't change for anybody or anything we do either, and I think it's the best way. Either, they're going to be with you or they're not,
Yeah.
I mean, when I say that, I don't mean it as like, I'm not going to change for you. I'm just saying what you see is how our personalities are the way they are no matter what. We like to have fun. We like to go out and do what we do and have a good time. And when it's time to go into a location or a place, we still have fun, but we also take it serious.
Yeah.
That's what
John said I got to sign off. I just started a low carb diet, and they're all talking about brownies and stuff.
Oh, sorry.
we are going to.
Keto, right? That's keto's no carbs, right? Low carbs, right? Right?
Yeah, and you can have actually cookies and stuff. They have like keto cookies and stuff you can buy.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What is your favorite room in the Conjuring house?
You'll have to watch Sleepless Unrest and find out.
Watch Sleepless Unrest and you will see.
Can I ask y'all a question? And you don't have to answer it if you can't. But I saw when those ladies that I said they went live and they were actually talking about the history of the house, and this is part of the tour, so y'all will know what I'm talking about. That in the girls' room when they went in, and it's like there's these 2 doors, and they said that there was a bed, and it was against the doors or something, and then the girls would go to sleep, and it would be across the room up against the window when they woke up.
We know what bed you're talking about.
Is there a bed actually in that room right now? There wasn't, was there?
There's a bed in that room.
There's beds, and I think there's beds in all the rooms.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's. Yeah. If it's the room, I think that
I think it
They're
has two
talking
doors.
about.
Like there's two doors, like next to each other, I believe. If I remember
Oh,
correctly.
then no.
There's not.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's where the mother used to live from the original story there.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
actually down the library.
No, it's a
Yeah.
library now. Yeah, they were saying that they had remodeled and stuff or whatever. When they bought it, they had to like go in and redo things or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool. You know that Rochelle, that ever since that we met you guys, I always say that you're Rosie's spirit animal because she always wanted to be. She says she always kind of wanted to be more like you and investigate your style and stuff. So
Yeah,
That's
and we had
so
the same
sweet.
shoes.
We
Remember, we had
do.
the same shoes. Yep.
Guys, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Rosie. I really appreciate that, and I adore you. When we were at the Haunted Hill House, I was like, I like that girl over there. She's super cool.
You.
Um,
That means a lot
Jessica-
since I got made fun of when I was younger for being a weirdo.
Show them where you're at. Show them where you're at.
we just got home.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh!
cool.
And
Oh,
my kids are banging
Yeah.
on the window.
they really wanted
Yeah.
their mom.
I know. They haven't seen me, so.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna have to make a phone call to my.
Okay.
I have a family, like I'm sure you've seen it
Yeah.
before. I've got a couple of text messages that I need to go and do that with. I didn't know how long your show actually is.
It's an hour and a half.
Aww.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys are good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
We can-
guys.
Sorry,
That's
guys.
okay.
We
We can
totally-
go
we
for the
totally
next 30
understand.
minutes with all these other comments that are in here too and stuff. And there was another friend of ours that he's like, hey, if you guys want to bring me on, I'll come on and talk with y'all. So he just does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are
We're
we
good.
are we still like you still like us? Like, am I still your
Yes,
spirit
we still
animal?
like you. Yes.
Okay.
What about me?
You can be Jason's spirit animal because I don't know if y'all could both be my spirit animal. I mean, I guess you could.
I'm in. I'm
I
in.
guess you can. I can have two spirit animals. I sure can.
Yes.
I can have as many as I want.
You can. Sure.
But for real, guys, for real though, we're thank you guys for coming on, and
Yeah.
it's cool that you took the time.
And we can't wait to see all of the stuff. Like, can you tell everybody real quick, like where they need to go to look for the Sleepless Unrest information? Like, what's the website name or anything? You'll know.
You can go to www.thesleeplessunrest.com. That is the website. The Sleepless Unrest has a Facebook page, Instagram page, a Twitter page. You can follow either Brian or myself. I'm at Stratton Richel on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Brian's at Brian_Murray GH. And then we have Kendall and Vera Welton, and it's
Robot Ninja.
also you can follow Robot Ninja Media. That's who the production company.
They're going to be
for-
advertising all the stuff for updating it.
Yes, and we'll have it on our page, and the Sleepless Unrest will have it on their page as well, and the Robot Ninja Media will as well.
All right.
So-
Awesome. So check
Lots
all
of
those
things.
out so y'all can know what's going to go on and when they're going to be live and they're going to actually be in the theaters and stuff like that. So thank you
Yes.
guys for coming on.
Thank
Thank
you guys.
you.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And
No, we-
thank
almost
you
hitting
so much for
15.
having us and understanding. We really appreciate it, and we
Yeah.
can't wait to come back on when we don't have to cut it short.
Yeah,
You're
maybe
good.
after the movie or the whatever thing's out, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
and we can ask y'all some questions about that. Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
We won't be in a
All
car.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and not in a
All
car.
right.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a
Bye.
good night. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Hey everybody. So
Hey guys.
that was
So
Brian Richel. It was cool.
I wanted
Like,
to do something real quick too. Go ahead and keep talking.
no, what I was gonna say was it's cool that they adapted their situation to come on our show because we, like they said earlier in the show, that that we've been advertising it and stuff, so they didn't want to leave us hanging. So they did the best they could and hung with us while they were on their way home. So we totally understand them wanting them to see their families and deal with that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so that's cool. They're pretty busy people, so we were lucky enough to get them on in the first place. So, yeah, we appreciate their time, and go check out all the stuff they're doing. So, yeah, and of course everybody knows about the Conjuring house, and there's some stuff, like I said, they couldn't give away, but yeah, we totally understand that, being on the inside of other things like that ourselves. So, about getting information away when we can't. So.
Yeah, we're going to be working on some projects that you're going to see coming up soon too, and probably going to quite a few different locations. Some of them are in Arkansas. A lot of them are in Arkansas and Oklahoma. This weekend is Oklahoma Paracon and Blackwell. This coming up weekend is. How about you tell them about it?
Yeah,
tell them about that one.
The 26th and 27th, I believe. At the end of this week in Blackwell, Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Paracon, not Terror Collective would be there. That's coming up, and then obviously, like we've been, plugging Fear Fest and the end of September. We'll be there too, obviously. But that's one. Both of those you guys need to check out. You can look them up on Facebook and find out all the ticket information and like guests who are going to be at both the Paracons. And go see everybody else. Us too, but you want to see everybody. And I believe if they're still going, I believe the Tennessee Rave Chasers are going to be at the Oklahoma Paracon.
Hey, Adam.
Hey.
We invited Adam on.
What's up, Adam?
How's it going?
Okay. Just here. Actually, had a long day earlier at work, but got off a little early, so that felt nice to do that.
That's
And
cool.
I really thought that was your hair nap now.
Yeah, I only buy really nice, really good wigs. They have to look like real hair, and like they'd be my real hair.
I think. Did I just see a comment that says from Vera, says it releases July 16th? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Their documentary.
And that's a few days before my birthday. I saw that on the trailer or the thing, the commercial, the trailer, trailer of the teaser or whatever. I saw that on there.
Yeah.
It's a couple days before my birthday.
July 16th for Brian Richel's project, the Conjuring house. So. And if you haven't watched the trailer of that, go watch it. It's pretty cool. I've shared it on my personal page. I think maybe even Not Terror Collective. I think it's on there too somewhere. But it's pretty cool.
And it's about those two people that were just on.
Yeah, it was Brian Richel. They were part of it, and there's some other people that were part of it, and it looks like it's going to be pretty good. I'd go check it out, or at least watch the trailer if you haven't seen the trailer for it yet. They did a really good job on just that part, editing and the trailer and everything. What's up, Crystal?
Hey, Crystal. How's it going?
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. It looks good.
What is that trailer called?
Sleepless Unrest. Sleepless Unrest.
Okay, so I can check it out later on.
And I actually meant to do this. I feel like a dummy. The whole time that could have been going on. Yeah.
That's cool. We were just trying to get as much time with them as we could, so it's just whatever. But like I said too, it's cool of them to even come on when they did. They didn't really have to, given the situation and the setting, But that's why I kind of left the questions kind of limited, just so we can really kind of just BS with them like we usually do when we talk to them,
I know that they seem like really, really nice people.
They're funny too. They're funny.
Yeah,
they're fun.
They're fun. They're cool. They really don't let they're more well known, and they don't really kind of let that get to them. They're just regular people.
Like me? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I
No
mean,
matter if we ever get well known, I'll always be like, "Hey, Jason, I know you're a millionaire, but I don't give a you know what. I don't IDGAF. We're still gonna go and we're still gonna walk our humble walk."
yeah, I'm just a guy from Oklahoma, so that's just how it is, you know. But they're the same way, and it's really cool. Since the day we met them till now, they're the same. So
Yeah, I have to follow them on Facebook and stuff like that. So I mean, because Rose, he was on Ghost Hunters. You said?
yeah, they both were on A&E's Ghost Hunters.
Look at that. John Huntington lived there for a year. He said, if you want to know anything about it, guys, you guys can ask some questions. Oh my gosh, I have a ton of questions. Was it active every day or was it just active sometimes? Was there like times that it would spike activity, John? Or was there like a season that it would spike activity or a certain time? If you're still there. I would bring you on live, but I don't know if you'd want to do that or not. If you want to, though, let me know and I'll send you an invite and you can come on. We still have 30 minutes left. My dog is scratching the bed. Oh my god, the pillow. You hear that?
Yeah, we have we have a connection to get into the Conjuring house too. Is that sometimes just our problem is sometimes scheduling and actually being there, able to go.
But do we still have any connection if they sold it?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Because, I mean, you don't
Actually,
really have to have a connection as long as you pay to go, probably.
Yeah.
You schedule and call.
yeah, I didn't know y'all can, people can go there and investigate there. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, one of the issues with somewhere like that is that they're pretty booked up for, they'll be booked up for a year or so before you can actually even get in there. But,
Hang on. Mary has asked me this 3 times. So I hate to interrupt y'all, but I want to make sure that she knows where to go. Mary, if you go to Riverbend Paranormal, there's 2 different Riverbends Paranormal. One of them is from Indiana. That is an extension of their page that Tim helps with. He's in the comments, but theirs is just called Riverbend Paranormal. That's where Brian and Richel work. That's their paranormal team. And then you can look up their own personal pages. They said Richel's like public figure pages, Stratton, Richel, her name backwards. And Brian's is Brian Murray. It's just Brian Murray.
Yeah, they're pretty easy to find out there.
He said he'll come on. All right. Awesome, John. I'm going to send you an invite real quick. We got about 30 minutes left. I hope I'm friends with you. Copy to clipboard. All right. Give me a second.
So anyways, yeah, so it was cool. Like I said, it's cool whenever we can talk to Brian and Richel, because they're really good about communication. And then, like I said too, it's cool to come on.
Sorry.
Very good.
Well, I mean, that's why I always like to ask, whoever I can, whenever I can, about if they're just into, the ghost thing, or if they're the Bigfoot thing or anything. Just because, like, I'm all for all 3 of those things. So I can switch from ghosts to Bigfoot or aliens or stuff like that. So I mean, I think that's always a fun thing to do, to switch in between those kind of subjects.
No, there are some people out there and some teams that really just dedicate themselves to those specific areas, whether it be UFOs, aliens, Bigfoot, ghost, or whatever. But to me, like I've said in a lot of interviews and stuff before, is that to me, it's all under the same umbrella. It really paranormal, like Brian said a while ago, is everything together. To me, it falls in the same. They each have their own category, but as a whole, that's what I feel like the paranormal extends itself to all that. So that's what when you look at Night Terror Collective, you look at our logo and stuff. It includes everything, from ghosts to Bigfoot to UFOs and all that stuff, because we cover all of it. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's pretty cool though. So
I sent John an invite. I think he's going to be on here in a minute. But like just as far as like there he is. Hello.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on.
And Mary's mad at you because you did not tell her that you used to live there for a year. So she's like, "Why didn't you tell me that?"
I thought she knew. I mean, a lot of people don't really know, so.
Okay, come on. How come you didn't tell me this before, John Huntington? Oh my gosh.
I could have swore she used to message me when I was doing live streams from the house, but maybe not. I don't know.
So,
It's okay. I think she has a little bit of Canadian humor.
so why don't you just tell everybody about your kind of like your background with the property and everything?
Well, I've been friends with Corey and Jen for probably 10 or 11 years, and I was investigating Corey one day, and he's like, "Hey, look, I bought a house. I'm buying a house," and I'm like, "Okay, like, what is the house?" So he shows me a picture of it, and I'm like, I didn't even know what it was. I'm like, "Okay, what is this house?" So, anyways, he bought it. A few months later, I came down to visit, and then basically wound up staying there to help them out, and they helped me out too. Because at the time, I was going through some things, and they let me stay there, and that's how I stayed at the Conjuring house. I was there during the pandemic. I was there for like beginning of the pandemic, about 2 months alone at the house, which was pretty crazy.
Oh, that'd be an interesting time to stay there.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Every time I'd hear any kind of noise, or I check the cameras every day, I just turn my phone on right away if I heard anything, and I just caught so much amazing evidence from there. It's really a beautiful place, and I definitely miss being there for sure.
Were you able to sleep there pretty well?
When I first started staying there, like I was scared to go to the bathroom at night. Like I
would be too, probably.
and I'd been doing paranormal for years.
I'm just gonna pee in a bottle next to me. I'm gonna pee in my bottle.
I thought about doing that. But yeah, I would just like tiptoe through the house in the middle of the night, just waiting for something to happen. But nothing killed me or anything in the middle of the night, so I'm still here.
So, how was it? Like, did you go diving into the history, like, as far as like the Warrens and everybody, their investigations there, and really kind of understand this, like, what type of spirits were there or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I heard the history over and over and over from. I mean, the parents would come. Some of the parents could come over. Andrea came over a few times. Carl and Keith would come over all the time. So I heard the history from all angles, and different. Everything was a little different. But yeah, I got to investigate the place more than anybody in the world, because that's what I did before I went there. I was known for spirit box stuff, and Corey kind of wanted me to see what I could get there as well through the spirit box and stuff like that. But yeah, I learned a lot of history from the house. It seemed everybody had a different story about the house. It seemed like, but it's definitely an interesting house. Definitely an interesting story. And I can't wait for this movie to come out so you guys can see.
I know, I can't either.
So you can see what this house is made out of.
Yeah.
The trailer was really good.
Good.
No, I was gonna say I just think it's like really super cool that they said it's gonna be like an actual like movie theaters. If you could see it on the big screen.
Yeah, I had no idea either until a week or two ago. They messaged me. I'm like, "Well, it's gonna be a theater." Like, I didn't think it was gonna be this huge thing, and I'm like, "Wow, this is really exciting. I can't wait to see it."
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I imagine that the Conjuring, just the Conjuring, saying the Conjuring house has its own, the value to it itself that can, that's a good marketing tool. Everybody want to know anything
I was
that comes.
exactly going to say marketing tool. Yeah. And them being on the site at the theater would draw more people to come in too. So it would be like a win-win situation, kind of,
Yeah.
especially with the new movie that's out there. That everything is repopular again, if that's a word, repopular.
Yeah, since the new movie came out, it kind
Yeah.
of stirred it up again. Yeah.
Yeah, and then all of the content creators are going back and like scrubbing the records and going back over in extreme detail to like start from the beginning and work all the way up until how everything's connected up into this movie. I like that kind of too, because you get all these different content creators and putting their own little twists on it. Some of them are creepy, some of them are more like intellectual, and they're like, this is what really happened, and this is what was tied from this movie. This this was hanging on the wall here, and this was like the Easter eggs from this. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely cool to see how everything comes out and everybody's twist on the house.
So, kind of with that being said, then you kind of getting more firsthand experience as far as like the actual stories and everything that took place there. How much different was the movie, the original movie, from the actual stories?
The movie was a lot different. Actually, when I talked to Andrea, she said the house was actually, when she was in it, was more of a scarier story than the actual movie. When I lived there, it was more of it's more of a mental. It was a lot of stuff happened. Like I have videos of crazy stuff happening in there, but it's more of like a mental kind of haunt. Like it kind of like it didn't want you to leave the house.
It consumed you, like it
Yeah.
consumed you, and it kind of made you go like what I call it's like kind of like round and round and round in your head, sort of.
Yeah, when you leave the house, you want to come back, and it's all you think about is going back. And yeah, it's a different kind of haunt. It's kind of like a controlling kind of thing. But I mean, the place is definitely haunted. And I spent many nights there alone. I would actually sleep. This little loft I slept in, I would actually put a weighted blanket on me just so I wouldn't feel anything touch me. And then,
That's a smart idea.
and I would have headphones on the whole time, so I wouldn't hear anything.
That's really smart. Then you can psychologically like block it out.
Yeah.
Or distract yourself with something that's like, the normal. Something that's going to be normal.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
I was just going to see Steven's comment there. I don't know if you.
Yeah, read it.
All right, where'd it go? Oh, they said they want you to come to the Fear Fest or Paracon September 24th and 25th.
I wonder, do you know, I'm not sure if Jen and Corey are going to that one, are they? I'm not sure. I know they're going
I'm not sure. I haven't asked them or anything. I don't actually know them.
No, I like Paracon's always fun to meet new people and everything.
Yeah, well, this one's like a Fear Fest Paracon, and we really need a couple of more things that are like Fear Festy, like some more horror stuff. You know what I mean? Like we have a lot of paranormal investigators and like speakers and like spiritual workers and like all that kind of like that stuff's completely covered. But we need more Fear Fest or horror stuff added for the Fear Fest portion of it.
Yeah, but so going back to the house and everything, the location. Like, what's the land around? What's it like around the house?
Well, they found some bodies out by they're doing a ground penetrating radar. Nick Groff came out and did that, and we found some that could be possibly, like, the guy said, like 99% of 5 bodies by the wall outside. But besides that, it's like a beautiful, beautiful area. Like, there's 8 acres of land that go way back in the woods. And there's supposed to be an older foundation that Andrea went to, and she said that's when the haunts started happening. Like they went to this foundation and brought something back sinister with her. And we've tried to find the foundation forever. We just couldn't find it. I actually took a spare box out there, and I was trying to have them lead me to it. But it would tell me left, right, straight. And it actually led me to a cemetery in the middle of the woods where I had never, ever been to. It actually guided me to it. A cemetery behind the house, about 2 miles.
Was there a really big tree behind the house, like where you can sit and see it out the window?
There is a huge tree. It looks like the tree in the movie, but I guess it wasn't really a hanging tree, but it does. It looks exactly like the tree.
Because I see like a tree in my mind, and I see somebody looking out the window, and they're looking at that tree, and they're like kind of like almost like mesmerized or like hypnotized by this tree or something like that.
Yeah, I used to always look out the window at it. So
yeah.
Huh. That's really cool. Somebody asked about the basement. Like, what's the feel in the basement? Like, what's it feel like?
The basement is probably one of the more active places. Feeling wise, it was a little intimidating at first, but I got used to it after a while. But I have videos of like balls moving down there. People get touched down there a lot. The whole time I was there, I only got touched once, and it was like a gentle touch in the back. It was just like a cold hand. It was nothing too scary. But as far as like EVPs and spare box and stuff, the well room in the basement was the most active down there.
Is that where they had the water? Like right
in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the well.
I was like, I have to go there so I can see what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer for that, like I said, they did a good job putting it together. It looks like it's going to be a good show to watch. It really kind of captures your attention, like she said. You see things and it's like, oh, I can't wait to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great. They did a great job in that. Like, I had to watch it like 20 times. I'm just like, that's so good.
Me too. And then I looked at the website and I copied and pasted it. I think I sent it to Jason, but I don't remember. I sent it to some people with the actual website, not like where they shared it on their Facebook, but where it came from or whatever.
Yeah, I think you shared.
It's so funny when you watch the video. You could see glimpses of me in it, but I've been there so much in the house that I'm kind of numb to it, and stuff's happening and people's running all around, and I'm just sitting there like, like I'm so used to it.
Every day.
It's kind of like if we go on an investigation, we have people that want to tag along with us.
Yeah.
And they don't know anything at all. Like they haven't ever been on an investigation, and we're just like sitting here calm, like we are right now. Like, did you hang yourself?
Right.
Like, oh my God, I think someone touched me. Oh my God, I heard something. Did you hear that? Did you hear that squirrel outside? There's a bat. What? You're like, calm down. You're scaring the spirits away.
It's like I do a lot of ghost hunting with exploring with Josh. I don't know if you know who he is, but they were kind of newbies to it too, and when it hit them that this is actually real, this stuff is real, they just like they were mind blown and addicted to it. now they can't stop.
That's funny. Yeah, I think it gets addicting to almost everybody.
Yeah, it does get addicting.
So really quick. For Crystal, my favorite book. I told her I would show her or to everybody.
Real Ghosts, Restless Spirits, and Haunted Places. That looks like a good book, actually.
Yeah, that's my favorite ghost stories book. So it's really, really good. So
if you bring it, we'll sign it for you. If you want
I plan on bringing a couple of my books so we can all like sit around a campfire and read or something. So
yeah, when we close or whatever, we can do that. Everything's frozen. They said we're frozen. I don't see any of y'all being frozen. I can see all of y'all.
Yeah, I see everybody fine.
Yeah, we're good. So, like, who all that we'd all kind of know that of has investigated that house? I know you said Nick's been there. Pretty much
Ghost.
everybody in the paranormal world's been there.
Yeah, so many people. Like, there's a wall that you sign when you come in, and it's just covered. Like, it's covered. Like the whole area is covered in signatures now in that place. I know Ghost Adventures was like the first ones. I got to play a priest on that. That was pretty fun.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
so
knew
funny.
they had fake priests in their videos. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
Get a young priest and an old priest. They're like, we need a young one. Grab him.
Well, what happened was Corey's dad was supposed to be the priest, and he couldn't come down. So they're like, "Hey, can anybody else be a priest?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll do it."
How funny.
That's the only reason why I got that part, was that because they were looking for someone.
Like, did they have a costume?
Yeah, they actually they sent me to the store to get the costume myself, and then reimbursed me when I got back.
That's funny.
And then they used the priest outfit for the monster part. They cut it all up into pieces and to make it look like the monster out in the woods or whatever.
Woo!
So I didn't even get my priest outfit back. So,
Darn.
Oh, man.
That sounds like something we would do improvised.
That's awesome.
Jerry rig everything.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really cool. So I was curious too, like how was the place known before the movie actually came out, the original Conjuring? Like, was there still a lot of investigators that went there, or was it more after the movie?
I believe it was more after the movie. I know, of course, you know, the Warrens had been there, and Keith and Carl Johnson had been there when the Perrons lived there in the 70s. Everyone's stuff was all happening. That's why there was a movie, but I don't think there was that many until the movie came out. There was a few here and there. I know Ghost Hunters had a show. They went to the house because the owner before had been experiencing things, and they did an episode there. I guess they didn't stay there very long. They only got a few things, but it wasn't like a full episode for them.
This has absolutely nothing to do with paranormal activity, but somebody asked this question to you. I don't know if you want to answer that or not. It's up to you.
Am I single? Yeah, I'm single.
Funny. It sounds like John when he was single when we went to Waverly, and all these girl spirits were like fighting over him and hitting him.
That's awesome.
He was like, "Here's Sarah over here," and then what was the other girl's name? And there's so and so over here, and then they were like fighting over him with the equipment. He would ask them questions, and one of them was supposedly over here triggering this object, and one of them was supposedly over there triggering that object.
Wow. It's kind of creepy, actually. Yeah.
Pretty cool. They would like give intelligent responses, though. What was the other one's name? I don't know. One of them's name was Sarah at
I
Waverly.
used to have one that would follow me around, ask me to marry her. Like different locations I would go to, and she'd be like, "Will you marry me?"
Really?
And I'd be like, "I don't know," and she'd be like, "Did I scare you?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't think it would work." And then you'd hear this guy go like, "You upset her," or something like that.
Oh my gosh, really?
That's cool.
So funny. Like they were having a conversation, a side conversation.
Yeah.
So I know, like for the movie, obviously they changed the house in the movie. Like, was people when they actually went to the original house expecting it to look like that, or do you know?
When Corey and Jen got the house.
Yeah, well, I mean, like how the
One in the movie looks a lot different than the one that
how
was the real life
the
one.
house in the movie was a big house, you know, and in the original house is nothing like what was in the movie. So
totally different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even close.
I was just curious if people expected it to be that way or if they didn't even know, you know.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they would, like, if you post pictures of it, they'd be like, "That's not the real house. Doesn't look like the movie at all," you know? So
yeah, so where it said someone bought the Conjuring house, but it was only the one from the movie that someone bought, and that was a while back.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But that, I mean, I was going to say, even if it's just the one from the movie, that would be really cool if they set up for like a haunted house for Halloween or something, you know.
Yeah, or they could probably actually do tours. I'm sure that they could do tours, or they could do investigations and stuff like that there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the owners there are super. Corey and Jen, I know them forever. They're super nice people, and you know, they're in it up for all the right reasons, and
That's good.
anything they ever catch is 100% legit. They wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't, you know. So, and Kendall, Vera, and Rochelle, and Brian, like they're just the nicest people like ever. Like,
Mary cracks me up. I've never seen her before tonight, but she's funny. You got to watch our show more, Mary. You're funny.
she is funny.
You're a funny lady. I like you.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but that's what Brian and Michelle were saying. They said that the owners are absolutely awesome people.
Yeah.
So that I mean, that's really cool.
I feel like I know who they are. When you just say Jen and Corey, I'm like, what's her last name?
Their last name? Heinzen.
I don't know. I feel like I should know who they are, but maybe I don't. Maybe I'm being real and maybe I don't. I don't know. There's a couple that we know, but that's a different Corey. Yeah. John, there he is with the ghost girlfriends.
What's up, John? Yeah. John
and Johnny and their girlfriend entourage. Their ghost girlfriend entourage.
It's so funny. I wouldn't even know it came on the show. Somebody tagged me in it, and I'm like, what is this? So I looked, and I'm like, oh, Rochelle and Brian are on, so I'll start watching it, and I'm like, hey, I might as well come on and say hi. I'm not doing anything right now, so I'm in northern Maine, like bored off my butt right now. So
when you were staying there, did you have like weird dreams or anything like that, or did you have like I know you said you wore the weighted blanket and that you had the headphones or whatever, so you didn't feel like like you weren't gonna be like, oh, something's touching me or whatever. But did that actually happen? Did you have a sleep experience?
I used to have like really, really, really weird dreams that I can't even talk about. I mean, they were like, they were sexual dreams, and they were like not good. And I've heard that's not a good sign. And
especially not if a witch was on that property at one time.
What's that?
Especially if it wasn't a witch on that property at one time.
I'm not sure really. The history doesn't really show it, but who knows? We don't really know for sure. But I'm sure all kinds of things happened on that property we don't know about. So.
Yeah. Usually if there's some kind of witchcraft involved or dark energy, there's some kind of, like you said, those kind of dreams or experiences involved. I feel like a lot, very often. Did you ever have like sleep paralysis or anything?
No, not really. I when I was alone, I wouldn't sleep over in the supposedly haunted area. Where the place where we first came in, that was our safe area, but stuff still happened in that room. But I slept the best in the loft there. Like for some reason, nothing ever bothered me in the loft. As long as I slept in the loft, I'd be fine.
This is what I was talking about. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
If I interrupted, you can still finish your answer.
But the main part of the house, I couldn't sleep. Like the middle room. Yeah. I could never sleep in that room. I would stay up all night until the sun came up, and then I'd be able to sleep once the sun came up.
I feel like that happens a lot, especially like people that reach out to us for residential cases. A lot of the time they stay up all night and they sleep during the day, or they can't sleep at night and they will message and all comes of the night like, hey, I can't sleep. It's happening again. Help. Or, hey, I can't go to sleep because she's sitting on my chest and I can't breathe, or it's in the closet and the door's opening and I can see it in the closet, or, oh, it's crouched on the other side of the room, or they send videos in the middle of the night and it's something you can see in the video in the middle of the night. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't get to you right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like you can't sleep because you're expecting something to happen, and you want to
Yeah.
see it happen. You don't want it to happen when your eyes are closed. You
Yeah.
want to see it happen to you. You know. So
So I know you mentioned EVPs earlier, but did you ever hear just like disembodied voices like with your own ear and stuff?
yeah, I actually caught I caught a woman saying hello when I was live streaming. Yeah, she was like hello, like she was calling out just to see.
Like a question kind of hello, like with a question
Yeah,
mark?
like who's there? Like hello, who are you?
Yeah.
But that's all she said. But I had heard the same girl's voice several times. Usually when I was trying to sleep, or I think Jen said she heard her outside one time, and then I know Bill Brock and my friend Joe had heard the same girl's voice too, out loud. And all she ever said was hello. She would never say anything else. But sometimes I'd hear my name out loud too when I was alone. Usually just before I went to sleep, or if I was in the shower, I would hear somebody say my
Hello?
name. No,
Oh,
they
your
would say
neighbor?
John. Yeah, they would say
But it
John.
was a female voice every time?
Yeah, every time.
That's crazy.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
wonder if
What
they're
about
just saying hello because they don't actually know that they're dead, and they're like saying hello because they're like, "Why aren't you answering me back, John?"
Right? You can't see
Saying your
me.
name.
Hello.
Are you
Hello, my
ignoring
name.
me? Pay attention to
Yeah.
me.
What about like apparitions or like mist figures or anything like that?
The only time I saw something with my own eyes was I was sitting there watching Netflix one day, and I just look over the doorway and there's this black like mist thing, like almost like smoke, just in the doorway, and I look at it like thinking, am I watching TV too long, And it kind of startled me, and I looked away, and I'm just like, can you please just leave me alone? And it just went away, and I never saw it again.
Oh wow.
How about like the typical like footsteps, like above you or around you or
Yeah, I actually on video on my YouTube, I have a video. I'm alone. It's beginning of the pandemic, and I was just ghost hunting, and I was setting up stuff to just trigger objects, cards, and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, I hear boom, 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 boom across the ceiling, and I'm like, hello.
Oh.
And then I go, okay, if you're really up there, and I'm like thinking, why am I asking this? But I'm like, if you're really up there, bang twice on the floor, and then you hear boom, boom. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, somebody's
I'd have
gonna
to
be in
pee all of
here.
a sudden. I'd be like, I have to pee now. I need to go to the bathroom.
And I was alone, so I'm like, what do I do? Do I go look?
Like in the movies, no, don't go look. You don't go look. No, just stay there. And definitely don't wear high heels and don't run in high heels in the
Right.
scary movie.
So I've seen that comment before. It says, tell them about the cupboard door that kept opening. I guess this is the thing.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 fireplaces, and there's one it's next to the seance room. Anyways, there's a little door, and it latches solid, like you can shake it and it does not open. Several times it would just even during my live streams, once in a while they would open it up, and I'd catch it on camera. You actually see it in the Sleepless Unrest.
In the trailer?
Yeah, you see it in the trailer. I think that might have been my video where the door opens up. That's the door.
Oh.
I also saw it look like a shadow mist forming in part of the video of the trailer too. I don't know if it was actually that or if that was how they edited it and put it in there to make it look like that, but that looked like there was like a shadowy thing rising kind of up in the video.
Maybe. I mean, I wasn't there for the I was there for like a week filming with them, and then I took a few days off, and then I came back, so I might have missed some things. I haven't seen the movie at all yet. I can't wait to watch it. I'm just like dying to see how it comes out.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, it's like y'all talking about it more and more. I mean, I haven't seen it And as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna jump on YouTube and check it out because it's like I'm getting more excited to want to check it out. You know,
I should have sent it
even
to
just
you
the
earlier.
trailer.
I should have sent it to you. Shouldn't
Yeah, yeah. I found it right now.
Mhm.
You know, but like I said, after we get done here, I'm gonna jump on there and check it out. So I'm excited to watch it.
I got a comment on there. I can't see my face.
I don't
Yeah.
get to see you either without the words on there.
It says, I had a whistler in the backyard, in my backyard. One time he whistled and I thought it was a real person. He freaked me out. Who was that? Then I heard a somber whisper like he was sad that I was yelling at him. Oh,
It could have been a stalker out in the woods or something.
oh my gosh. That's worse than a ghost.
That's true.
It's scarier.
Here's the question: Did you ever watch The Conjuring at the Conjuring house?
Yeah, several times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must have been pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I a lot of other groups have done it too, just to see if it would stir something up. I tried to live stream it one night, but I think it got shut down because of copyright stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, but it didn't really stir anything up or anything. But yeah, just to say that you watched the Conjuring movie at the Conjuring house, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but creepy too.
Yeah, definitely creep factor.
I just sounded like Shaggy. Man, oh man, bring me a sandwich. I'm scared.
Yeah. I would think that would definitely be something I'd want to do is watch The Conjuring at the Conjuring house. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah.
I'd rather investigate. I'd rather not watch the movie. It just makes your imagination run more wild than it already was.
I want to do that
Yeah,
too. I just think it'd be cool.
Well, I'll go investigate while we're there, and you can go watch the movie on your phone in the Conjuring while I'm investigating.
Go ahead. Yeah, go investigate after y'all watch the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I'd just rather investigate. You can watch your movie.
So have you I mean, you've done other places, right? Like, have you ever been to Waverly or anything like that?
I'm actually going to Waverly next month with Exploring with Josh. I've gone to so many places, but probably the scariest place I've been to recently was Trans-Allegheny. Have you guys been there?
I know where it is. It's on my bucket list.
No, we haven't been there yet.
You guys, if you can get in there, go. It's the scariest. I don't get scared easily, obviously. I mean, I live at the Conjuring house, but but this place, it was Exploring Josh, Cinematic Seth, my friend Joe, and myself. It was like 5 or 6 of us, and we had the whole place to ourselves. And we were in one area for like 2 hours because so much stuff was happening. Like, we gotta go investigate more of this place. Like, we were having spirits like trying to get our attention by going like whistling, and we're like, and one part this cold breeze comes between us, and I go, is that you that I'm feeling? And you hear a girl out loud go, mm-hmm, like out loud.
Not today, Satan. I know you didn't.
It was nonstop stuff. I mean,
how funny.
At one point, we're all like in a circle, just kind of like freaking out, like. And I never like lose it. And I was just like, because we were gonna do like alone sessions throughout the building, and I'm like, I can't. None of us could do it. We're just like, no, it's not a good idea with all this shit that's been happening all night. Like, yeah, I recommend that place definitely if you guys can go there.
I would like to go there. I was actually looking it up a couple weeks ago. I was looking at some people that had gone there. There was a group of people that had gone there that we follow, and I was like, man, I want to go there so bad. It just looks creepy. It looks cool.
I know Exploring with Josh's video is coming out. He had one from there. It was just kind of like the tour and stuff, but the good videos coming out this week with all the evidence. It's nuts. Like, I'm in one of the cells there, and I asked the guy, are you stuck here? And I play it back on the voice recorder, and it says, I can't leave here, like super clear, like.
Wow.
And it was just almost like every room you would get something that was relevant. And the only other place that was kind of similar as far as getting evidence was Shanley Hotel. I thought that place was pretty crazy. You guys ever been to Shanley?
Stanley, right? Not the Stanley, but the Shanley.
Not the Stanley, but the Shanley. Yeah.
Where's that one at? I can't remember.
That's in New York. It's like upstate New York.
Yeah, I've
Not
heard
many people heard about it.
Yeah, I've watched some stuff on that.
Well, I think
too.
everybody gets them confused, like the Shanley and the Stanley. They like get them confused.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, those two are my favorites so far. And you guys, I've probably heard of Wilson Castle. I know it's getting pretty popular lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have, but I can't remember for sure.
You'll love Waverly. It's really awesome. It's massive. You know, you see it on TV and stuff, but man, when you're there in person, it's just overwhelming. It's so massive. But it's kind of like what you were saying earlier about investigating in a place for 2 hours. You know, and we done that at Waverly. We were just getting some activity in one specific spot. Like there wasn't a lot of Waverly that we didn't get to go check out. You know. This trip because of that, but it was really cool though.
Yeah, we got to do a live video from there, and it was on Paranormal United Network, and we got to broadcast for so many people to watch. So that was kind of like just within itself, that was a cool experience to say we're on our show Monday night, and instead of having a guest, we're at Waverly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we did a spirit box session live there, and it was really cool. And we got some evidence and some responses.
I still
love
would
the spirit box addict. The spirit box addict.
Yeah. I love it too. Actually, what's really, really weird is I think the reason I like it so much and I'm like so good at hearing what it says is because when I was younger, there were 7 kids in my house. And I don't usually talk about this, but there were 7 kids in my house and I was the oldest and I really got ignored completely. Like nobody knew I existed. So I wasn't even allowed to listen to radios or have TV on or anything in my room after 9 p.m. every night. I had a phone yanked out because it was like 9:05 and I had a phone call and that got yanked out of my room and taken away. But what I would do is I had a boombox and I would just turn it down so low that nobody could hear it and I would fall asleep listening to it and sometimes even hear like static, and that would be soothing to me and it would make me fall asleep at night, every night. So it's weird because like every time I hear a spirit box or I listen to the spirit box or any kind of device that's considered a spirit box, it reminds me of that. And it's just like really calming for me. The noise is just calming.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Hinsdale. Somebody asked if I've been to Hinsdale. I've been there before.
We haven't been there.
Hinsdale, Waverly. On the Paranormal page, we have over 20 shows. Yeah, I mean, there's something for everybody on the Paranormal Network. Everybody's show's different, so everybody watching, make sure you go check out everybody else's show. You might find something else you like.
I'm not aware of this figure that she's talking about. Who is that?
The tall figure that they caught on Augusta. She's probably talking about the creeper.
Oh,
yeah, other place,
Waverly?
right?
I thought she was talking about the Conjuring house because I know that there's like the Twisted Man or the Crooked Man in some of the Conjureverse movies, and I didn't know she was talking about him. She's probably talking about the creeper. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm sure she is. She's talking about Waverly. She's talking about the creeper.
Do you know about the creeper, John?
Yeah. Did they catch a creeper at Trans Allegheny too?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah. I was waiting to see him, but I didn't see him. I mean, anything else that could have happened, but I didn't see it.
Now, Jason saw a shadow figure when we were in the room of Audrey and Louise. Audrey and Louise are on the second floor by the nurse's station. There's 2 sisters that lived in that room, and one of them died in that room, and one of them actually got better and got released. And we did the spirit box session in that room to talk to them. And when we were in there, he saw the shadow figure behind, like across the hall, walking. And that was the first appearance that I know of that the creeper made. And then in the body shoot, people had experiences with it in other places in the Waverly. But when we were at the top of the body shoot, I think I talked to the creeper, but he didn't act like the creeper to me. He acted completely different. Like he was a human that was a person that used to work there and he used to transport the bodies is what he said. And he told me he was a tall, thin male. He wouldn't tell me his name and that he used to transport bodies and that he had set off an EMF detector or REM pods while we were doing an experiment there after everybody left. is when this happened, and he told me all this stuff. So I think he's the creeper. I don't know what his name is, but in the body shoot, he was in there.
Yeah.
I know Trans-Allegheny, the Spirit Box is pretty good there too. I remember we had like a 469 Radio Shack going, and I was setting up my equipment. I just walked up to it, and I was like, if you had a lobotomy here, can you say lobotomy? And it's like lobotomy, clear as day, like
Really?
right after. Yeah. And this girl was actually on this, like having a conversation back and forth with me. And I asked her, like, do you know where we're from? Do you know where I'm from? Because everybody else is from different parts. And the girl said Maine. And I'm like, yes, I'm from Maine. Like, you're not going to hear Maine on the Spirit Box down in West Virginia, you know, on the radio.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, she was just going right back and forth. And they were like setting off the equipment. I mean, my mind was just blown after that place. Like, I didn't want to leave. Like, it was so good.
Really?
And then we went to, what was it, Moundsville the next night, and then Bel Air House the night after that. And Moundsville was pretty good. Bel Air was good, but Trans-Allegheny just spoiled us the first night. Like, couldn't compare.
I actually just started seeing stuff about the Bel Air House. What was the third place you said?
I went to Moundsville.
Yeah, I don't guess I know where that is. Is that the town, or that's an actual like location?
It's a penitentiary in West Virginia.
Oh.
But the Bel Air is pretty cool.
Yeah, I've heard of it like recently. I guess in the last couple months, I've heard of people going there. So I don't know if it's because it was closed down for coronavirus and then it just opened back up, or I just didn't see anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to go back to Trans-Allegheny so bad. It's so expensive though. Like I don't want to pay like that much money to go back. But
The Trans-Allegheny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think people were talking about that.
Yeah.
John said he got punched at Waverly Hills to the point where it dropped him to his knees by the creeper. That's what I was telling Michelle. He got attacked there.
That's not good.
He wasn't the only one that got punched. Steven got punched too, I think, right? While we were there?
Yep. He said right here, I got punched right in front of you, or in the right kidney.
Wow.
Yeah. Which
I'm
is
sure
crazy.
when we go, Seth in our group, he's this young, like skinny 20-something-year-old, and he always gets the crap. Like they always mess with him every time.
I feel like there's like a person in like every situation. They pick somebody up.
That's true.
Yeah. If it's just me and Jason, Jason always gets it.
There's always one.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it's a little scary sometimes. But at the same time, it's really exciting to me when those things happen. To me, it's just more evidence of something there.
It's great evidence.
If I get punched or scratched or something thrown at me or something, it really excites me. And I want it, as much as it sucks, I want it to happen again.
But on camera.
Yeah,
on camera, yes.
Let's get beat up on camera next time, Jason. Let's get glass chunks thrown at you on camera next time. No, from a spirit, not from me.
I want to see that too. If you guys, that happens to you guys, I want to see it.
Yeah, and nothing like ever happens to me. I get the feelings of like vomiting or nausea or choking or suffocating or like just like sick or like angry or mad or sad, or I'll just start crying for no reason. That's what happens to me. But he gets the actual like physical like stuff going on with him, like his like clothing, and his getting stuff chunked at him or whatever.
It's weird how they single people out, like certain people.
Yeah. Well, how do they choose that person? Like, why do they choose that person to do that to? I don't know.
Dip a corn or something,
or how do you fight back? Yeah. I don't know.
With a baseball bat. That's what I did one time. No.
I guess you just run. I don't know.
I got a baseball bat, and I was like, I can't see you, but I'm gonna hit you. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I probably look stupid right now. The spirit is just laughing at me, or whatever it is, just probably laughing its invisible butt off at me. So we are over our time. So I mean, I don't think it's a big deal because there's like not a show on after us. But Jason has to get ready for work in like a couple minutes. So
That went by fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It goes by quick. You know, it was cool that you jump on with us though. You know, I guess that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, I was gonna help you kill some time on your show. I felt bad. So
yeah.
We'll see if we can. Let's see if we can come back for another show. And
Yeah, if you ever want to volunteer to come back for another show, sometimes like in situations where they had to leave early tonight, Adam was like, hey, if something happens and they don't make it or something, like send me an invitation. So if you ever want to be on here again and you're not doing anything and you're not busy, you can say, hey, because it's every Monday night at 8. I don't know if you'll remember that or not, but like sometimes, and even if we have one guest on here, sometimes we'll just throw an extra wild card in there. You could be a wild card if you wanted to. It's up to you.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I had fun. So I appreciate having me on.
You're welcome. Thank you for being on and cooperating and like volunteering to ask or answer questions and stuff and telling us that you used to live there. So that's awesome. You could probably write a book.
Maybe. I'm not saying anything.
Not today, Satan.
You should, you should. Like what Stephen was asking earlier is consider Fear Fest, man. If you're free or if you even want to do it, but that's in September, at the end of September.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm down for anything, really, as long as I can make it. I mean, I got like the worst car in the world right now, so I can't really go too far.
We have a car like that right now. We're gonna have to get fixed. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And John doesn't even have a car because this got totaled 2 days ago. I think 2 days ago. So, but he might be getting a new car. I think so.
That's
if
cool.
you get a ride between now and then, or if you know someone that's coming, or if you even know, like, where are you at? Where do you live?
I'm in Maine now. I just
okay.
Yeah, it's a long story, but
I'm pretty sure what's her name will come get you and bring you. Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Mary, come get him and bring him to Fear Fest Paracon. He wants to go. He needs a ride. Go get him.
She can send me a new motor for my Infinity if she wants.
She was asking how close is Maine to Canada or Ontario, I think is what she said. How close is Maine to Ontario? And I was like, I don't know.
It's pretty close. I'm in Guilford, Maine, which is just a little bit north from the middle of Maine. And so Canada's not far at all. Probably a couple hours, maybe.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
If you are interested or anyone else watching is interested, me and Jason and a lot of other really awesome people are going to be in Salina, Kansas at a really massive Masonic temple. It is active. It is haunted. And we are doing investigations both nights of the event. And we are going to be there doing, we're going to have guest speakers, and me and Jason are going to have, a slot to do guest speaking. We're going to have our own table. If you guys want to come see us, anybody, I don't care if you're like a homeless guy on the side of the road and you walk up in there. Well, I mean, you have to buy a ticket, I guess. So unless you can squeeze past security, I don't care who you are. Come and talk to us because I don't care. I like all walks of life. If you're a homeless spirit, come talk to me. You can squeeze past security. Anyone who wants to come see us. It's going to be the 24th and 25th of September, Salina, Kansas, Masonic Temple, and a lot of cool people will be there. So,
Yep.
Thank you for being on, and we look forward to talking to you possibly in the future sometime, and maybe seeing you if you get a ride or if you get your Infinity fixed. You can come see us or just astral travel.
All right, I appreciate you guys having me on. It was fun, and make sure to watch the movie. And
there you go.
Yeah.
Are
you might see me on there.
She's sending you a motor right now.
All right.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Adam, for being on.
Thanks, Adam.
thank you for being on.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.